Captain Rowell wasn't able to make it here today, but he's been a big help to me. Those of you who don't know, I actually put him in the Guard. I think it was in maybe 2002, something like that. It kind of shows my age, but he's been a big help also. Sergeant Coughlin, where you at? Okay. And you've been a big help to me. You've been, for those of you who don't know, I also put Sergeant Coughlin in the Guard. Okay. On, believe it or not, September 10th, 2001 is when I put him in the Guard. We had a heck of a conversation the next day on September 11th, 2001. But he's been a friend to me long before he was in the Guard. He's been a peer and a mentor to an extent, and always been there for me. And I appreciate your friendship. Sergeant Hampton, you too have been a good peer and a good friend, and I want to thank you for that. Retired Master Sergeant Tony Davis, I want to thank you for coming today. He and I, when I started my AGR career, Master Sergeant Davis was an E6, just taking over as the E7 director, as the readiness NCO. We both laid E7 about the same time, I guess, just you a few months ahead of me. Tony was always a good friend and a good, I guess you could say mentor, because he got promoted way ahead of me for a long time. You were a mentor to me. And actually, he's been trying to get me to become ROTC for about the last year and a half. I'm kind of glad he didn't talk me into it yet. But give me about 3 years. Okay. Master Sergeant Goldberg. I've had a lot of recruiting NCO ICs. Okay. Had a lot of bad recruiting NCO ICs. But you're among the best. You take care of your people. And you don't forget that the two main responsibilities of an NCO are accomplishing the mission, but also welfare of the troops. And you never forget that. And I appreciate you. Greg Whitlock, you're an inspiration to all of us around here. You're a godly man. You stand by what you believe, and I truly appreciate you for that. Sergeant Bain, he and I hired on the exact same day with a captain who some of you may know by the name of Pluck. Okay, I remember him giving that girl we were going through in processing with heck the whole day. Not Jeff. Then Captain Pluck was giving that girl heck all day. But Jeff, you've been a friend to me my whole AGR career. We come up together, recruiting, been in the same office. I just really respect you, and I appreciate your friendship. There are several people who have worked for me through the years, and a lot of them couldn't be here today, especially the recruiters. They all had something going on. But a lot of them I wanted to say something about today. One of them's not here, but I'm going to go ahead and mention him, Richard Davidson. He was the first, really, after I got out of recruiting, he was the first person that I had any leadership over as an AGR, okay? And let me tell you, that was a good starting point right there, okay? And I would say that if he wasn't here, I just wanted to give you. But one thing I learned off of Richard was, quoting the reg's not always the best answer, okay, to anything. But he's a good guy, and I really appreciate him. Moss. Sergeant First Class Moss. He was just a sergeant in the 1038 when I took over as the readiness NCO. And let me tell you something. He has always been someone who has more abilities than the rank he's wearing. Okay? He is just awesome. I can see him being a sergeant major someday if he don't mess up and become a warrant officer. No offense, Chief. Okay? But he's just awesome. Anything that you give him to do, he's just a great soldier, he's a good friend, and he's a great man. I think anybody that knows him will tell you that. And I really appreciate you, Moss. I had some other people I wanted to thank today, but like I said, they didn't show up, so I will thank them individually. I don't want to bore you with that, but Sergeant Major Dale, I thank you for your guidance at times and helping take care of me. Okay? And the rest of you guys, everyone here has made a part in this. Everyone in the 875th has been so good to me, all of you guys, and I just want to thank every one of you. If I didn't mention you individually, I still want to thank you for what you've done for me. And one more sitting back there, Kate Taylor, Sergeant First Class Taylor. I also put him in the Guard. Okay? When was that, Kate? 2005. I had to poach him off the Jonesboro office at that time. I was working in Rector, right? Came to your house in, where was it at? Caraway. Yeah. Okay. He is a very strong NCO. He made E7. I was very proud of him. He's working as a readiness NCO. I appreciate your help through the years, and anything you ever need, don't forget I'm your recruiter. I don't care what rank you are, right? Okay. All right. Now for my family. I couldn't be here today doing what I'm doing without them. I love each and every one of them. They've helped me. They've put up with the long hours, the deployments, everything that comes with this job you guys know about. And I couldn't have done it without them. My sister Beth, you know, anybody that knows me knows growing up with my sister, you probably had to take some ransom, right? Okay, so I appreciate you being good-natured about that, but just know that I love you. I always have, and you've always worried about me just like a parent. And I love you, and I appreciate that. My mom's not here today. She wasn't able to take off today. She took off Friday. We had to change this, but I just want to know that she is always worried about me. Every time I call her, she wants to know how much time I have left. You know, every mother's like that, right? You know, she's always loved me and took care of me, and I don't know what I would do without someone that worries about me like that. I think all of you can understand about the love for your mother. And Dad, I want to thank you for giving me an example of a hard-working, honest man. Everyone that knows you respects you. I love you, Dad. To my daughters, Christina, you make our house a home, sweetie. Without you, Mommy and Daddy wouldn't know what to do without you. You're kind-hearted, you're a joy to be around. We love you. To my daughter, Winter, I'm so proud of the woman that you've become. You're a godly, good woman. You've grown up just so great. And I love you. You're very talented. I don't know where you get your art talent, but it sure wasn't from your dad. So I love you very much. And Hunter, I think anybody here with a daughter can tell you one of the things they're worried about is their daughter coming, finding a good man. And you're as good of a man, young man, that I could have, if I'd have found one for my daughter myself, I couldn't have found